All right, so gonna make another video. On my way home, I saw a client, cute little dachshund puppy. We've been working together for a few months. We were out in public and we worked on car rides. Every element of a dog's life, training can be implemented. So we were working on just preparing everything with a dog, especially a puppy who you just want to teach start to finish the proper way to navigate, not my way or the way of control, just the way so the dog can see life as it is and accept life on life's terms in a content, peaceful, behaviorally appropriate way. Because why else should they have any other kind of reaction but that? Anyway, prepping for it. So we had the dog in the place, we had him structured. We're also doing that because I had first arrived, so we're getting him settled for that. Then we segued, we just continued training from the place in the house, continue with a calm heel command so the dog's still focused but now walking at our side. We do a sit when we open the car door. We implement this. The dachshund, it's a short dog, so we have to pick it up. Then we do a place exercise. We actually had a bed. The client had a bed set up in the back seat. I do recommend that the dogs ride in the back seat if you're struggling with any kind of issues, and really it's safer. If you stop short, you don't want your dog right there as a projectile, and really your dog should be strapped in or in a kennel that's crash test rated. But aside from that, you want to get him settled mentally, because the issue he was starting to have with his puppy, who was about maybe 5-6 months now, he's starting to whine and get frustrated when they're driving. And that's a lot of, comes back to the whole role that the owner has in the dog's life, where the dog feels the structure, the leadership, less of needing to assess, if at all, of what you're doing together, coming and going, shared situations, new social interactions. And that's what training does, gets him to be calm. And that's what the place is doing, is getting him to be sorted out mentally and gives him his to-do, while the owner's obviously distracted because they're driving. But we have to set them up for that. So we have to start with structure. We have to carry that in before we start driving the car. We want to have a training lead from the dog back there to the front of the car so the owner can communicate and have some treats ready so the owner can reward. Obviously, the owner's going to have to focus a little bit on the training. So it's good to either have a helper, just so, to be safe, or just being able to just go in an environment where they have some room. They don't have to, like I'm doing now, like just fixate on traffic. So it really is a combination of teaching the dog the skills in these situations and looking into the type of relationship that would most likely have your dog not over-assess or feel independent from or insecure about situations where you should be leading them. And then we went to a coffee shop. The owner was kind enough to buy me a nice cup of coffee, a latte. It was delicious. And we sat for about 15 minutes, went through some exercises, how to greet people, how to just lay down at your side, which is just an evolution of place training, where the dog learns to just settle and lay at the owner's feet for a calm duration of time, despite what goes on around them. So I just gave the owner, so the owner was struggling with that because he wasn't really kind of being preemptive in his approach, and it was just some communication gaps in the command and leash handling. So we got that on track. Owner was pleased. Dog was nice and calm and tired on the ride back. We just did that in reverse. And heading home now, back to my dogs. It's hot, so I'm going to chill out inside until it cools down. Then we'll probably go on a walk and then see. That's about all I do in my life, is work and dogs and go on the internet. Oh, I'm probably going to finish my book and try to get the pig. I got some photos and stuff that I have to sort through to put into my book and do a final edit. There's a couple sections I want to add, like a little more bulk up to bulk of the book. I have a book on separation anxiety that's almost completed. I had somebody help me write it, and it's basically all of my musings and advice I give and philosophies on that subject, and other elements of training too. So we're going to have that come out soon. So support that. Stay tuned for the announcement. And again, I'm going to try to do vlogs here, try to just share more of what I'm doing on a regular basis. And all I ask is, if you're listening, appreciate it, or have some ideas, support, share, like, and let